Colorado big buck tags.
Good old ranch house. It's like home.
So this year with Clint and I headed to Colorado for our annual mule deer hunt with our good friend Dean Billington from Bull Basin Guides and Outfitters.
We got Butch from Kryptek and we got Justin from Kryptek. It's Justin's birthday, so me and Mike decided to bring him out there and give him a little love because he does all the work at Kryptek anyway, so we got to take care of him.
What's up, brother?
Hey, how are ya?
We'll be on that.
Burro?
How you doing, buddy?
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
How you been? Been great. This is my wife, Susie.
Susan, finally nice to meet you. We've talked on the phone like 100 times and we still haven't met.
This year I get a hunt with Butch. It's kind of, Mike hunted with him last year. We kind of rotate every year. So this year I'm going to hunt with Butch.
We're ready to go. Colorado big buck tags, Bull Basin Outfitters.
Justin is a great archer and he loves to archery hunt. Doesn't get to do a lot of rifle hunting and he's super excited about this, so I'm glad to be teamed up with him. Hopefully we can get him a big buck in here.
He's legal. You gotta love it. You just come to the store and you pick up your stuff here in Colorado. That's the way we like it.
Sweet. Good old ranch house. It's like home.
So it's all organized by basically weather conditions. So we got cold weather, extreme cold weather, extremely cold weather. It's just simple organization, man. Ready to go. You never know what temperature is going to be when you wake up in the morning. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be ready.
So my go-to gun for this hunt is my Proof Research in 300 Remington Ultra Mag. Might be a little overkill. That's what we're going with. Got my double gun Explorer case here. We're gonna go check our rifle, but really no need to because every time I've used this case, it's right back at zero where I left it.
Snowy Mountain rifle from my good buddy Steve McIntosh. Sent it down to me to try out and run.
I'm gonna shoot a 3-shot group and then I'm gonna adjust. And when I'm gonna redial my turrets. Once I do that, it should be pretty good.
We have a different array of weaponry on this hunt.
And Butch comes out with a brand new 6.5 Creedmoor that he just bought for his wife, Nikki.
And I was pretty surprised that Nikki would let Butch actually borrow her favorite rifle to go to Colorado. But then I found out he didn't ask, he just took it.
I'm ready to go. I'm ready to get her done. So, out of the box, zeroed the gun. High confidence now, you know? Just always take that doubt out.
Here at, say, our base camp is at 8,200 feet. So you got quite a bit of climb from elevation from where Clint and I live and where Butch and Justin live. So it's very important, not only because of the elevation, but because of the travel, to check your zero when you get to wherever you're going. After going to school at the FTW ranch, the SAM course in Texas, we learned to shoot at 100 yards. That's your true zero, and then your field zero is whether your scope's in MRAD or minute of angle or whatever it is. Whatever your scope is, whether it's a minute of angle or MRAD, how many clicks you got to come up for however many yards you're shooting. Quarter-inch low of dead center.
It's shooting exactly where it should be. I'm real happy with it. It's a great shooting gun.
Low right, that furthest hole to the right was that second shot.
Last two were right, huh, Butch?
Yeah, both of the last two were right, and the last shot was the closest one. Just it was dead center, but at about half-inch right.
Good morning, American viewers. Today,
Here we
hopefully
are.
you see a 250 on camera, and we see a 250 through our scope, and then you see a 250,
Dead on the ground.
and that's the hope.
This year, the first night it snows 9 inches. I can't tell you what that does for deer hunting in November, mule deer hunting. It's unbelievable, or whitetail, whatever, but it's just, you know, in Colorado where we're at, it's just like a funnel for these deer to come out of the big mountains right down into where we're hunting at about 9,000 feet.
A little bit of snow, like 6 inches.
We have 9 inches of snow. Verified. Right here in Colorado.
50?
As soon as he sees a deer,
I said 250, not 50.
You've hunted with him before. He gets all kinds of.
No, I didn't. I hunted with
They gotta have a
I
challenge.
get all kinds of excited.
Gotta be good at painting this work. You're really good at that.
We decided in lieu of going up there and getting stuck, we're going to put one set of chains on here. When we can't go any further, we'll turn around and go the other way.
Up in the valley, he's cutting down, but then it looks like looks like he's got some width on him.
I think we should try to get a little closer.
Should we pound him?
See if you want to pound him, man.
All right.
We find a really good buck the first morning. He's 175, 180 inch mule deer. You know, I would never tell anyone who I'm hunting with, or any hunter for that matter, what to shoot or what not to shoot if you're happy with the animal that you want to go after. But Justin was super excited about this buck. I was super excited about this buck, and so was our guide Chad. You know, the weather conditions weren't optimal for chasing this deer. It was snowing sideways, and the fog and the snow visibility was limited. So sometimes, you know, when you got your scope up too high,
Yeah.
then you can't find anything because everything's big. So just turn your scope down to like 6 power, find the animal, you know, and then, okay, I got him, I'm comfortable, roll back up, then go to your breathing and your squeeze off, right?
So I think I was at 16 and I fucking couldn't find him. And that's when I looked down. You just see me grab it and turn it down. And then he started to move and I got back on him and he was moving. And you started calling, man, you know, and he didn't stop. He just kept going. Are you looking at the same buck?
One right in the trees down here.
The one we just looked at? Little,
Super heavy,
little buck over on the hill.
like 40 heavy.
That's a rough grounder, boy.
Really? What's that yardage across there?
200.
I can't get him going still, so I can get
I'm a mass guy, Justin.
it. Yeah, so am I. But
I like mass.
I mean, he looked pretty down there. That's when we first pulled up. And he's got some character to him.
Is it a 5x4?
Yeah. That left side's 5. It's a 7. Is it 7x4?
I only saw a glimpse of this buck in the trees for, you know, maybe 10 seconds, but I saw a lot of mass. I'm pretty sure that's all I needed to see.
Daddy.
That's a heavy buck, brother.
Dude, that's an awesome.
When I was a kid,
Wow.
my dad and some of the old timers that I grew up learning to hunt from always told me never pass up on the first day a buck or an animal that you would shoot on the last day. And I think the final decision for me to make that I was going to shoot him was when my buddy Chad, who was also our guide, says, I think somebody ought to shoot this buck. So that was all I needed to know, and the rest is history. I don't know, lost for words. That's one of the heaviest bucks I've ever taken. I like to thank my friend and cameraman Matt, who spotted this buck this afternoon. I don't know whether we were trying to hold out. You know, it's only day one of the hunt, but I couldn't really pass this buck up. We go down the canyon and up the other side and make it over to my deer. And I'm super excited because there is no ground shrink. Wow. That is a stud buck. Well, Mr. Sparks, thank you for coming on this hunt, brother.
My
I'm really
pleasure.
glad to have you here, and it's your turn tomorrow, or maybe this afternoon. We got an hour and a half or so left of daylight, so maybe we can get another one on the ground. Got that? is a beautiful, beautiful Colorado mule deer with lots of mass, and he's a 190-inch deer. He's one of the biggest deer I've ever killed in my life. Super stoked, super excited. Clint, Butch, I hope you guys are having as much fun as I am.
So we're Bull Basin Outfitters. We got a ranch that we have access to that's kind of a staging area for the deer once they go to winter and before they move down into Kremling. And the plan is to go check it out, find a good buck hopefully, and put the sneak on them and get one. And at the end of the day though, the weather is absolutely awesome for deer hunting. It snowed about 8-9 inches last night.
Colorado. I'm seeing a lot of deer, a lot of movement, snowing ahead. I don't know, we've probably seen 10 or 15 bucks so far. Nothing big enough to shoot. We've seen a couple in the 165, 170 class. We're looking for a little bit bigger, but you know, we'll give her some time here and look out for some more stuff. So the ranch me and Butch are hunting, I want to say it's about 1,800 acres. And it's surrounded by another ranch on two sides, and then Forest Service, I believe, and then some open ground down below it. And so it's open, but there's some players around that can work with you a little bit, bother you a little bit.
Well, we just glassed up a really good deer. It's probably
He's a giant 3-by
giant deer. But Devin, our guide, saying he needs to cross the creek for us to shoot him.
You take the scope off of him?
No, he went down in the out of sight.
Oh, behind that hill. You know, everything's moving all the time, and it's coming into this place, and it's just funneling in. So we're just prepping ourselves. You know, if we're not seeing what we want to see, we're looking a little bit different and trying to see what's going to be there the next day, because stuff's moving in and out with this 9 inches of snow that we just got.
There's two big bucks over there. One is a 4x3. It's got a 200-inch frame. And this one, who knows what it is, but it's great because all those deer will hopefully naturally drift in this direction as they come out of that high country.
So day one comes out. Just so happens it's Veterans Day, and I'm hunting with my favorite veteran, or one of my favorite veterans. I got a few of them, they're all my pals. And about that evening, coming just before dusk, we get back to the spot where we saw him. He's not there, you know, we move around. I mean, we just look off this hill, and there's this giant deer down there. I don't equate it to being the same deer that I saw earlier or whatever, but you know, it's a haul off this hill, and I said, Butch, go.
It's close as we get, so hopefully we got it on camera, but this is a great deer. And we just punched out like, I don't know, 2,000 meter sprint through the drift. Oh, awesome, brother. Thanks, Devin. Good shooting, brother. I hit him all 3 times. Yeah. All 3 times.
Well, you know, one of the things for me on this deal, it was, you know, I was so happy to be with my buddy, super war hero, great guy, Veterans Day, shoots the buck of a lifetime. I mean, what more, there's no more deserving person than Butch wanting to shoot that buck that day. So it was really, really emotional for both of us, actually. It was, you know, pretty happy day.
It's November 11th. We're in Colorado, hunting with Bull Basin Outfitters, just outside of Kremling. Was able to pull this off right at last light. It's It's now getting pretty dark on us, but had a big push, probably a couple 1,000-meter snow sprint going through the drifts and stuff. This is the biggest mule deer I've ever killed, and I'm thrilled. This is exactly what I was hoping for. Punch in the Tack, November 11th, Veterans Day. Happy Veterans Day to all my fellow veterans out there. A legit 202.
A legit
and
202.
if we threw the Butch Whiting score system on there,
225.
he'd be like 240.
They're trying to confirm if they have weapons or not.
Eagle 6, they retreat.
Roger, we're observing the area, negative contact. Saber 3, Eagle 6. Where can we find out where they are? Are you coming there to the north or south end? Because I'm looking on 7 Drive. Alright, these guys definitely got weapons.
The wreckage of this life can build you or tear you down. What motivates you when there's no one else around?